Today I'd like to show you my favourite cast on for top-down socks. It's important when making top-down socks to have a nice stretchy cast on so that it's not cutting into your leg, but you don't want it to be too loose because then your socks might fall down. That's why I like the twisted German cast on, also known as the Old Norwegian. It's very similar to the long tail cast on, but it has a twist in the base stitch to give it that extra stretch. The long tail cast on, also known as the thumb cast on, is one of the first cast ons most people learn, so hopefully that will make it easier for you to pick up this one. I prefer to knit continental style with the yarn in my left hand, so I'm going to show you that way first and then demonstrate how you do it in the English style with the yarn in your right hand after. For the continental long tail, we start with the yarn in this slingshot position with the working yarn over the finger and the tail over the thumb and holding the rest of the yarn with the other fingers. So many people will start the long tail and the twisted German with a slip knot, but I don't like doing that because you get an ugly knot in your knitting. Instead, I prefer to start with a simple twist. Let me show you that again. Take the needle down between your fingers and up under the first strand of yarn. When knitting in the round, like on a sock, don't count this stitch in the stitch count, but knit it together with the final stitch when joining in the round to make a neater join. So if you were doing the normal long tail cast on, you would take the needle behind the front yarn on the thumb and knit the stitch like this. Instead of doing that, we're going to use this back strand of yarn. At first, take the needle over the front yarn, under the yarn at the back, bring it back through the hole between the two, and knit the stitch. Let me show you that again. We go over the yarn at the front, under the yarn at the back, come back through the hole, and knit the stitch. And you can see we've got this extra loop of yarn under the stitch that we didn't have with the first that was the normal long tail. And that's where the extra stretch comes from. So one more time, over the front yarn, under the back, come through the loop, knit the stitch and pull it tight. If you're holding the yarn in your right hand, it's exactly the same. You've still got the tail on your thumb, over the front, under the back, bring it through and knit it. If you were doing the normal long tail, you would come with the loop at the front. With the twisted German, you use the loop at the back. If you enjoyed this video, you might like my Level Up Your Socks e-course, where you can find other tips and tricks for knitting socks, and then come and join the Facebook group to chat with other people who like making socks.